Hello, everyone, and welcome to Courtside with Tony Ingle, alongside the head coach of the Dalton State Roadrunners. I'm Craig Corbin. Coach Ingle, so good to see you, sir.
Good to see you again, Craig.
It's been a while. An exciting time here at Dalton State.
Very, very exciting time. Roadrunner basketball is back, and is back live and doing well.
It's been a while. More than 3 decades have come and gone since basketball was here on campus, and of course you have been involved in both ends of that spectrum.
Well, yes, I have. I played basketball here back in the early 70s, and then to start the basketball program back, I was really honored and thrilled to be the basketball coach here now for Dalton State. And we went through a lot of laying the foundation work for the last year and a half. It's been pretty intense.
Now, when people hear talk about establishing a basketball program from scratch, they probably don't have any idea of all that goes into that. Now, you've been on the job for better than a year now since the announcement was made of your hiring here as the head basketball coach. Walk us through sort of a general timeline of what it took to get to this point.
Well, first and foremost, you have to have a blueprint in your mind of what you want to accomplish. You know, you begin with the end in mind. And I want a solid foundation. And part of that is this television show that we're having now. But we've came a long way to get to this point. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you hire the proper coaches. And we got John Redmond is now working with us now as a full-time assistant basketball coach, and worked tirelessly doing things, recruiting and all the other things that way. And then we have Tony Jr., who is a volunteer coach. He works in the Whitfield County school system, and then he comes and helps us at night, which is very critical. Then we got to go recruit. We got to get some players. So we did all that. Then we also started a booster club headed up by many friends in town that has really supported us tremendously. We wouldn't be anywhere where we are without their support. And then we did some work in the community, as well as recruiting and getting the word out, and buying gear. I mean, it's just logistics and all the small things, from the office here at the Trade Center to the lounge in the Trade Center, because recruiting, Craig, as you know, it's much show as it is tell. It's not don't tell me, show me. And so that's one of the things that we've been able to do is put all of these things together, plus basketball camps, plus scheduling, and it's been pretty intense.
And it's been something that has forced you to accomplish all that in a relatively short period of time. Already we've seen the season get underway and to great success. Already the Roadrunners with a number of wins under the belt. We're going to take a look at some highlights coming up straight ahead on Courtside with Tony Ingle, the very first home game here at the Trade Center. You're watching Courtside with Tony Ingle. Stay with us. Back in just a moment.
At Hamilton Medical Center, your health is our mission. It's why everything we do is with you in mind. It's why our associates and physicians are constantly advancing their skills with education and training. It's why we're reaching out into the communities we serve to improve the health of all residents. It's why we're ranked in the top 3% of all hospitals in the U.S. for overall hospital care, based on independent research conducted by CareChecks, a division of Comparian. Hamilton Medical Center, your health is our mission.
Historically low interest rates, affordable pricing. It's time to visit Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty's website and find your dream home, www.kennardrealty.com. With offices in Dalton, Calhoun, and Ringgold, Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has Northwest Georgia covered anytime, anywhere. No one connects you with a home of your dreams like Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty. We never stop moving. Your hometown realtor, locally owned and operated for over 35 years.
And welcome back to Courtside with Tony Ingle. As we mentioned, the Roadrunners got off to a great start in the season. And look at the very first home game at the Trade Center, Coach. A nice crowd on hand, and early on, good basket there by Ricky Sears.
Absolutely. I just could not believe the crowd that we had. It was a sellout earlier in the day. People couldn't get tickets. And there, Preston Earl made a good basket right there. It was left-handed. Ricky Sears again. and then a nice rebound by Raheem Mosley. We need his offensive rebounds big time.
Obviously, the crowd was into this game from the get-go, and the Roadrunners gave them something to cheer about.
Well, we worked hard. Our defense was pretty good, and then Nate Terry came in off the bench, gave us a spark, and there he is on the inside out for Anthony Hilliard with a little floater. Looking good.
Nicely done again, first half. And defense also in full swing there, the steal by Dylan Smith.
And we call him Fonzie. Oh, nice hustle play right there, Pearl. Look, it's Preston Earl on the right, and then here's Dylan finds him. He's the one that blocked it, and then shoots on the other end with Nate Terry with a beautiful follow-up.
And there's a nice shot of the huddle, and the Roadrunners attentive. Great start in this first ever home game at the Trade Center. Sean Tate with a nice left-handed layup.
He's one of the fan favorites. They just really love watching him.
And a top of the key three. Nicely done there. Roadrunners hitting on all cylinders in this first ever home game from the right corner.
Well, the beauty is distributing the ball, and there's a beautiful pass by DJ Demetrius Jacobs. And, of course, a nice basket by none other than Ricky Sears.
Already the Roadrunners with 3 or 4 players averaging double digits on the offensive end of things.
Yeah, there's DJ again with a great steal.
Again, this the first home game against Hiwassee. We talked about active on the defensive end. Nice rebound by Nate Terry in the outlet. Second and third effort on that time.
Yeah, we got down the floor real well, and that was able to, that gave Preston a gap so he could get to the basket. That was Ricky. Unbelievable shot. I don't know how he did that.
Part of that senior leadership on this team, and staying in position, getting the ball that was tipped back in, down the lane of the give. Nice unselfish play by the Roadrunners.
Well, absolutely. That was nice hands here again. Little Sean Tate, he challenges a big guy. I thought he was going in for a dunk.
And that's exactly what you want, though, is to get him to the line, one of the best foul shooters on the team so far.
Absolutely. He's a cool customer. He's a very, very talented point guard. We're very fortunate to have him.
This, the 4th game of the season, the first home game, and they're a great example of the defense forcing the turnover here at the Trade Center. Again, top of the key. Roadrunners have done a nice job from beyond the arc so far this season.
We've got some good shooters, and Dylan's obviously one of them. And then this is Galen Smith, one of our freshmen. Nice pass to Anthony Hilliard.
Again, the Roadrunners looking to go 4-0 on the season at this point. Very first home game from the Trade Center, and the crowd witnessing a 68-46 victory. And the Roadrunners going to 4-0 on this night at the Trade Center.
I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking.
What if there was a place where my individuality was celebrated?
Where learning and personal growth actually happen.
Where it's okay to be awesome.
Where it's okay to be great.
Where leadership and civic engagement are embraced.
Where when I need to, I can look my professor in the eye.
That place exists.
That place exists.
That place exists.
That place exists.
It's here. It's Dalton State.
It's Dalton State.
It's Dalton State.
It's Dalton State.
It's been here all along.
Since 1963.
With over 35 degree programs.
With hundreds of qualified faculty and staff.
It's one of the most affordable four-year colleges in the entire United States.
The opportunity of a lifetime.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse.
Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader.
Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
The heart is an amazing machine. In a lifetime, it will pump millions of gallons of blood through miles of arteries and veins. But when something goes wrong, you need advanced care quickly, like the care you get at Hamilton Medical Center. We're recognized by leading health ratings firms for excellent outcomes in cardiac procedures and heart attack care. Hamilton Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
And back we are on Courtside with Tony Ingle. Again, a look at some highlights from early in the season. This, a ball game with Carver out of Atlanta. And this at the Trade Center, again, quickly becoming the friendly confines of the Trade Center.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Craig, we started out with real good defense, a lot of hustle. Our guys rotated well. Right there, as we speak, you can see Preston Earl, some good defense. Our Nate Terry contested shot, rebounding break. We really take pride in our defense, Craig.
And that's where you've established a lot of transition baskets early in the season, and that's always been a part of your philosophy.
Well, I believe the heart and soul of a great basketball team is the defense, because when you stop them, everyone gets the credit.
Good look at the crowd on hand here. Nice lead pass for Sean Tate. Young man, the junior, played at Chattahoochee Tech.
Yeah, he's the kid's just a flat-out winner. In high school, he's on a team with 29-1. Then in JUCO, he's like 29-2. The guy's just used to winning.
Unselfish play back. Nice transition there. A 3-on-1 break.
Yeah, and Sean's a great assist man. But our guys hustle. They really compete. Nice flip out there. DJ getting it, advanced it. And something good's going to happen. Ricky Sears with the ball in the middle of the floor.
There you see the follow by Terry. A nice putback right in the paint. At this point, the Roadrunners again showing defensive pressure and coming up with a turnover there at midcourt.
I love these highlights because it looked like we did it all night. But there's a good high-low from Nate to Preston. But there's a nice drive by Fonzie, Dylan Smith. But we felt like we had a mismatch inside, so we did look for some high-lows. And then the guys found each other on the perimeter. But this was a close game. It was a 2-point game with 16 seconds to play.
On to the second half we go, and you mentioned it was a closely contested game all the way. At this point in the season, the Roadrunners looking to go 5-1. Nice basket that also gave a 3-point opportunity at the line. And again, nice shot block and in transition, getting down the floor.
Well, what we tell them, if you steal it, you deal it, and let the crowd feel it.
And they were.
And great defense on our part, and they stayed together, kept their composure. Nice basket by Ricky Sears.
Again, the Roadrunners with good perimeter play, 3-point effort, and then points in the paint, hitting the boards and making it count.
Yeah, and that's Raheem Mosley. This was a huge basket right here. This put us up 4 and late in the game. And then he comes back a little later, and that one basically sealed the victory for us. I felt like. And I thought that was important because we needed that.
Nice basket there by Ricky Sears. Again, late in the game against Carver. Got much more ahead on Courtside with Tony Ingle. Stay with us.
When your doctor recommends an MRI, CT scan, or other diagnostic study, you should know that not all imaging centers offer the same level of quality. Hamilton Diagnostic Center's advanced digital imaging technology reduces radiation dosages, limits retakes, and allows same-day turnaround on your imaging results. Each study is read and reviewed by our expert team of specialty radiologists, who often collaborate on complex cases. Hamilton Diagnostic Center, your health is our mission.
Historically low interest rates, affordable pricing, It's time to visit Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty's website and find your dream home, www.kennardrealty.com. With offices in Dalton, Calhoun, and Ringgold, Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has Northwest Georgia covered anytime, anywhere. No one connects you with a home of your dreams like Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty. We never stop moving. Your hometown realtor, locally owned and operated for over 35 years.
Hi, I'm Johnny Miller at your Western Sizzlin' in Ooltewah, Tennessee and Dalton, Georgia, and I can tell you that infomercials work. We've been advertising monthly to reach our customers for over 17 years now, and I know that you can reach your customers as well. You can depend on Elliott Media to take care of all your advertising needs, and remember, Western Sizzlin', we're your family steakhouse.
And back we are with Courtside with Tony Ingle, Craig Corbin alongside the head coach of the Dalton State Roadrunners, Tony Ingle. And Coach, we talked earlier in the show about what it took to begin from scratch a program after having not been in existence for more than 30 years. You gave us a nice 30,000-foot overview, but when you talked about one of the most vital aspects of a team, it's the members of that team, the players, the student athletes that have become part and parcel of Roadrunner basketball here at Dalton State.
Well, and to put that in place, we had to come up with the blueprint, like we said, and I wanted to make sure that we had representation from each class. Some people I've talked to in town, well, you're going to bring in all freshmen? No. You're going to bring in all sophomores? No. But what we wanted to do is have representation from each class. And we do. We have 3 seniors. We have 7 juniors. We got a couple sophomores and 3 freshmen. And that constitutes our team. So it gives us someone, I wanted some leadership, some guys used to playing college ball. And obviously, bringing in these guys, we want to make sure that 3 things I look for in recruiting, Craig. Number 1 is you got to have character. Not be a character, but you got to have character. And the other is you're going to go to class. You might not be an all-A student, but you're going to be a serious student. And we need that and want that. And the other is on the court, the court of competition, of being able to entertain and play a game of basketball. With all that said, we have guys leaving this year, so we recruit some others coming in, and the things that all the college represents with the community and all the things that we've done. It just really is a good thing for us right now to have this team in Dalton.
Well, and by taking that approach, you're never in a position where you're having to replace a large number of student athletes in any one year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This was, well, first, another thing, think of this. I've got 15 ball players striving to work together as one. Now, I just ask the viewers, if look at your own children. Can you get them to do everything you ask the little darlings to do?
When you ask them, right?
When you ask the little darlings to do it, can you really get that? Well, it takes time, and we got 15 little darlings that we're trying to put in on a basketball team to get to work together. So it takes time to build a team as it does a family, and that's what we're striving to do.
Well, and obviously you've done a great job of that from the outset. As we are taping today for this episode of Courtside with Tony Ingle, the Roadrunners, 8-1 on the season. A wonderful start right off the bat, a 3-game road trip to start things off, and that's sort of a trial by fire for any team, let alone a brand new team.
Well, it's been incredible, and I give the Coach Redmond tremendous amount of credit for how hard he's worked, Tony Jr., as well as a team that was very resilient in a lot of tough situations. First game was up 1 with 7 seconds, we win it. The second game we're up 3 with 30 seconds and win it. The next game we're down 4 with a minute and go to overtime and win it. And then we come home, win. Then we get beat at the buzzer, last second shot. And then, as we just saw, we had a game with Carver, was up 2 with 16. So we've played some good basketball. We weathered the storm. And we say all the time, that it's how you finish. And the guys really finished strong.
The lone loss to this point, just a 2-point defeat but to a team, Tennessee Wesleyan, picked in the top 20 nationally.
Well, we felt confident. It felt real good when it takes a national ranked team to beat you.
Right.
So, but we'll just continue to grow, continue to improve. That's about all we can do at this point.
That's the one thing that you've done a great job of, is getting the guys to come in and create some chemistry right off the bat. And that's something that is a challenge for any team, is to have that ability to play as one, as you mentioned, every time out on the court.
Well, it's tough, and we are basically living in a selfish society. We're living in an instant gratification society. We got drive-through cleaners, drive-through restaurants. I mean, everything's quick, and everybody, 30-minute sitcom solves the world's problems. That's not reality. Reality is we have problems. These kids are working hard. They got things to do, but we're putting a program in place, and you put a team together with a bunch of individuals, okay? So you have individual players, then you have team, and then multiple teams make a program. Well, we don't have a program yet. We got to have several teams in here and get this thing rolling. Meaning, Craig, I don't know anyone that says I want to go to Dalton State College, because we haven't been here.
Right.
So we have individual pride, we have team pride, but we're building the institutional pride that Dalton State College is a great place to get an education, to get a degree, and be able to get a job after you leave here.
Well, and one of the things, too, that I think was very important in the creation of basketball at Dalton State, the athletic program in general, was that there was an outcry from the student body here. They wanted athletics. They wanted basketball again on campus, because that is a part of the college experience.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of stress on kids. A lot of people have jobs, then they got classes, and there's a lot of people that married with kids and so forth. Well, they need something that brings us all together. Like I said, this is not my program. This is not their program. This is our program. This is the City of Dalton program, and I just feel humbled and very fortunate to be the head basketball coach at this time in this exciting time.
All right, you're watching Courtside with Tony Ingle. We got much more straight ahead. We'll be back in just a moment.
When the diagnosis is cancer, you want the best. Advanced surgical, radiation, and chemotherapy treatment, all available under one roof. A center large enough to treat advanced or complex cases. A dedicated team of physicians, nurses, and therapists treating each patient the way they would want to be treated. It's all here at Hamilton Regional Cancer Institute. Hamilton Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
If you had a choice between going bald and a full head of hair, which would you choose? Advances in medical science have resulted in the world's first and only permanent solution to hair loss.
Yes!
You wash it, you cut it. It's your own real, naturally growing hair. When it comes to hair restoration, no one in the world has more experience than Bosley. The results look completely natural and are affordable on nearly any budget. But the entire process can't be explained in 60 brief seconds. So to find out more about this clinically proven and permanent solution to hair loss, call now to receive your free no-obligation information kit. It'll answer all of your questions about hair loss and hair restoration. Plus, we'll also send you this $250 gift certificate just for calling. Every day you wait, you're losing more hair. So don't put it off any longer. You owe it to yourself to find out the facts. Choose hair. Choose Bosley.
Call 1-888-808-6643. That's 1-888-808-6643.
And back we are here on Courtside with Tony Ingle. And Coach, a great start to the season thus far. A lot of guys that have done a super job on the court already. Handful of folks in double figures.
Well, we really have been very fortunate, as I said. Ricky Sears has been scoring well. Sean Tate. Just the other night, Anthony Hilliard had 20 points. Preston Earls came up with some great baskets. Demetrius Jacobs had 21.7 steals when we beat Spring Hill. So these guys have really worked hard, and we've been very fortunate, Craig.
Already a couple of opportunities for folks to see the Roadrunners in action at the Trade Center. Next time out will be against Auburn of Montgomery. That's a ball game coming up on November the 26th.
Right, Auburn and Montgomery, documented, great program, great coach. They've got a solid program. They know how to play. We're watching tape, trying to get ready for them, make sure that we can put our best foot forward, because this is the game right before Thanksgiving. And you always want to win those games before Thanksgiving, because everybody's going to be sitting around the table eating. They won't be talking about good things.
It makes the turkey taste a little better.
The turkey tastes better, Craig.
And then on the heels of that game, another home contest at the Trade Center against Southern Poly. And again, one of the things that we talked about, the challenge of putting together a schedule as one of the challenges for a brand new team.
Well, it's tough to put the schedule together, and matter of fact, we got Southern Poly on the schedule, and they'll be coming here December the 2nd.
All right, good deal. A lot of folks to thank with regard to the, we talked about starting a program from scratch. That doesn't happen overnight, as we have alluded to, but many people within the administration here at Dalton State that were very involved in that, and you have to go right to the top with President Schwinn.
Well, absolutely, and I appreciate you mentioning him, because Dr. John Schwinn, is the one that had the vision of what athletics could do, not only for the college, but for the community. And it has really just been so much excitement, it's a vibrancy, enthusiasm. People are cheering and rallying around not only basketball, but other sports. We have volleyball, we got men, women's tennis, men, women's golf, cross country, cheerleaders. I mean, we've really got a great thing going, and that Derek Waugh, our athletic director, has just hit it running, and I couldn't thank Dr. Schwinn enough, and so on behalf of everyone I know in Dalton, Georgia, to thank him, and also Derek Waugh for how hard they've worked. And a personal note, Craig, is Doug Phipps here
no doubt
at the Trade Center, and how much he's helped us, and not to embarrass you, but I'm glad you're here.
A dynamic team all the way around.
Craig, we're glad you're here.
We're going to have fun all season on Courtside with Tony Ingle. That's going to take us through this first show. We're glad that you've joined us. Stay with us all season long for highlights of Roadrunner basketball here at Dalton State on Courtside with Tony Ingle. On behalf of Coach Ingle, I'm Craig Corbin. We'll see you next time.